Active. How's it going? Good evening.
Hello.
Hello, my chief. Well done. Welcome to the space. Welcome to the Music on Team space. Thank you for joining us and gracing us with your presence. Oh man,
Thank you guys for having me, man.
a big shout out to you,
So
man.
much,
Thank you so much.
so much enjoyment on your birthday. Your voice is gone.
I mean, even if people did not do my birthday for me, I'll forgive you people this time. There's always next year.
You didn't invite us for your birthday. Was there an Ivy saying, "Oh guys, you guys should attend my birthday, hang out with me, have fun with me"? Nothing. We just saw videos of you vibing with, your friends and all of that stuff. And I'm like,
I
okay,
promise you,
no,
I didn't plan anything. It's people that love me that just forced my hand. Masquerading to celebrate birthday.
well, happy belated birthday, and it's nice to have you on here. Super excited to hear your story, and I can't wait to start bombarding you with a lot of questions, curiosity and all of that stuff. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you are excited for this as well. And if you're ready, let's go.
I am ready to win the $1 million. Let's go.
All right, all right, all right. I want to give a big shout out to everyone on here that tuned in to listen to all of this, and I want to say that if you have questions, because it would actually give you an opportunity to ask wizard questions as well, not just the hosts, but the fans, the people that are also curious about certain things about your music, your style of music, your crafts. So please, you guys keep your questions because you would have the opportunity to ask wizard questions as well. And wizard, if you are ready like this, so I've been wanting to ask you, you call yourself the messenger of God. You call yourself Wizard Chan, Big Masquerade, and also a native doctor or the native doctor of African music. So, how do these identities come together to shape who you are?
Mm, I would say that most of these names just came by themselves. Like it's just natural. It just happened. Um, First of all, I think my name Wizard Chan. Had that for a long time, since my university days. I had the name Wizard Chan. The name Wizard is simply because there's nothing that musically I cannot do. And if anyone has ever had this time to like go through my catalog, they would see facts and proof there. We've done it all. We've done hip hop, soul, reggae, gyration, high life, name it. I'm a piano. I've done it all, and I do these different genres, and while maintaining my core self as well as a chance. So it's just more like a wizard in music. Then big masquerade. That's my aura. Mostly, if you've ever seen me perform live, mostly with maybe in a live band section or something. Like I do feel like a masquerade when I'm on stage, mostly when it's live music. Native Doctor, my music heals, and I know I use a lot of like my native language or soundscape and stuff like that. So I'm a healer of souls. That's the meaning of Native Doctor, healer of souls. But I could do it in a native way. What other name is there again? Um, what
The
other name
messenger of
again?
God.
The messenger, yes. So okay, there's a very funny story between the name, the messenger. I would say nature just wanted me to keep answering Wizard Chan because I was going to change my name from Wizard Chan to the messenger, right? At the time, I was going to change my name. So I was doing this whole test run things of names on my Instagram where I would change my name to look if it fits the brand, because I'm so intentional with branding and marketing. So while I was test running all that, I had put the name Native Doctor. I had removed the name The Messenger and put in Native Doctor on my bio and I think the Instagram header, something like that. Then the blow up came. So a lot of people met the Native Doctor name there. So they started calling me Native Doctor. So since I'd already, so since I'd already blown up, I thought the sorry, someone keeps calling me. It was the name Wizard Chan, and yeah, go with the first EP, which was called The Messenger, because when I listen to my music, or sometimes when I'm back, guys. Sorry, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Oh yes, we can.
Okay.
I can.
yes.
I just had a visit from an upcoming artist called Dan Dizzy in my hotel room. So yes,
I guess when you're celebrating, you can have
can you
when
guys
you're a
come with the
celebrity, you
question
can have
again?
good network. Nigeria's coming for us from engagement.
Network boy.
All right, so we hear you. We get it. You should have probably gone by the messenger, but God wanted you to go by Wizard Chan, and then you blew up with the name Wizard Chan, and then you didn't see the need to change it to the messenger anymore. Really cool. So yeah, when I think Wizard Chan, I think Afro Teme, and I'm wondering what exactly is Teme.
Okay, so
I I I,
wisdom to my
I
is
made
muted.
I
Victor, can I
made.
get him that you can actually
Can you hear me? Is everyone hearing me? A thumbs up if you can hear me, please. Great. So yeah, when I think Wizard Chan, I think Afro Teme. I hear Afro Teme everywhere, Afro Teme, and I'm like, okay, what is Teme
can we
exactly?
get some music
And
while we I admit it's but it feels like
so I'm like, what is Teme exactly? I made some findings, and I heard that in Ijaw generally, Teme, you know, means come, and I'm like, ooh, okay. And then I went out to like also check again, and then I saw that in Kalabari language it means water. And then I'm like, okay, where is he from? And then I checked, and I saw that you were an Okrika boy. And then in Okrika, Teme means come and listen, or listen to me, or something about listening. So I'm like, okay, I'm not so sure what exactly he's talking about. So I want to know what exactly is Teme. You know, how would you describe your sound and the essence of Afro Teme to someone hearing it for the first time?
Firstly, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, Teme actually means spirit. I don't know who said Teme means come. Need to arrest that person. Teme means spirit actually. Um, so Afro Teme is basically saying Afro spiritual. Basically, it just means saying Afro spiritual. Teme means spirit actually. And the reason why I coined my sound Afro Teme, I mean, I could have gone Afro fusion, which is like the what would I call it? Which is like the easiest way to say, okay, this is where I belong because I fuse a lot of like genres and all. But the reason why I choose to say Afro Teme is the same reason why I chose to do gyration music or the way I move about with my music is to make sure I have an identity at the end of the day when this whole career is, done and dusted. For people to be able to say, easily point out who Wizard Chan was, what he represented, people he represented. I didn't just want to do music and just, come and pass by and everybody, just going about it like it's just another guy that just came from nowhere. One thing about us is I'm going to be so blunt, Jesus, on this space. When I blew up, I was hearing Afro Adura. Everybody accepted it. And Afro Adura is like it's it's something like a Yoruba thing, right? I think I don't know what the meaning of Adura is, but I know there are some certain artists that they will say they are Afro Adura artists. And everybody was doing the Afro thing, and for me, no one was doing anything that had to like represent the southern side where I come from. You know, and I'll be hearing of Juju music, Fuji music, Adura music, and everybody will love it. But the moment you mention gyration, they will say you've come with cultism. So I was like, okay, someone has to take the bullet for all this now. So personally, I went with Afro Teme. You know, push something that is closer to home, at least my home. At the end of the day, we are all Afrobeat artists, you know. But for me to like, because I can't say I'm Afro Adura, right? So Afro spiritual, and I feel like the version of Afro spiritual for us that like from where I'm from is Afro Teme. So that's how I coined it, and I kept on just moving with that particular title. I knew some people backlashed me saying, "Oh, must we do our own genre all the time and all whatnot?" But yeah, that's where Afrotime came from.
So you are saying right now that it is a genre you created, or it's something you discovered on your journey on discovering your sound. So you
I
created
created
this
it. I
genre.
created Afrotime. Afrotime never existed before me. It's I created it. It is that's my baby. That is my idea. You know. That Afrotime is a fearless sound that doesn't care about the stereotype of being fetish or being a cultist or whatever, or being unapologetically Niger Delta.
Okay, I see you. Is that the reason you always want to, act gothic, or wear black and black, and or everything? I've noticed your pattern is like
Oh, I
black
don't
and
act it. I don't dey act that one. The one where the act I could tell you. It's my lifestyle.
okay, so you just like black. Black is your thing.
I've been wearing black all my life. Since I left, since I was like what SS3 when I finished secondary school.
It has
I've been wearing
nothing to
black.
do with the genre. It's
It
just your
has nothing.
thing.
It has nothing to do with genre. Anyone that's been to my house before, they'll know if you open my wardrobe, every single thing there is black.
Are you serious? And there I was thinking that it had everything to do with the genre. It was part of your branding and all of that stuff. Yesterday, my friend and I were talking about
Branding
it.
can be your personality. It could be who you are.
Okay, I feel
Yeah,
that.
my music is who I am, and
Hmm.
and that is why it's easier for me to live my life because my personality is the same way you listen to my music and whatever you hear in my music is kind of discussions we'll most if you meet me personally and we're talking. I'll have deep conversations with you, stuff like that about life, the right things to do and all that. I'm not too far away from my branding. I just basically just enhanced myself.
Okay, great. I hear that. So, who or what influences help shape the Afro Teme sound?
Nobody, nothing,
Are you serious?
nothing, nothing helped. It was more from a point of they can't keep telling us what we are or what we are not. It wasn't from a point of sound. It was just from a place of stubbornness.
Okay.
Like, well, no, I not go hear what. It was just from that place. Because when I came out, people just had their own idea of who I am or who I was because of the name I was using, and the fact that I was speaking my language and it felt so spiritual in it. So yeah, it was more from a place of stubbornness. Like we need our own identity. Like I respect every other person, but we need our own identity as Southerners. I need to respect you upcoming respecters of our life. Yeah, so yeah, that's why I created Afro TV. Just for the fearless people of the Niger Delta regions, man. Just you want to make music the way you like because we have a lot of like songs and sounds. over here in the south that people just neglect because to them maybe it is fraternity music or whatever they think it is, you know. But
All
they will
right. So,
accept every other sound.
okay. And so I'm guessing Afro Teme reflects, I'm sure your music, reflects your background, experiences, and beliefs. Just like you said, you're living your regular life, and whenever you're in a conversation with somebody, you're always talking about life, what you think this should be, and how
Yeah.
you think it should go. So, how does Afro Teme reflect your background, experiences, and beliefs?
So how does Afro do what? Come again?
Reflect, your background, your experiences or beliefs.
I mean, if you listen to my music, that is just me. There is nothing more to it. I don't lie in my music. I don't know how people do it. You know, that's why you can't hear me say some funny things. I can't use some funny lyrics in my music. Whatever I believe in, I will say in my music. Whatever I do not believe in, I will not say it. Um, I believe in being African as much as possible. I don't think there's any crime. You know, if we even take out Afro Teme from its core, the major thing for me is being unapologetically African.
But what does
Okay.
that mean, Chan? What does being African mean? Does it mean keeping dreads, wearing shekels? Like whenever people artists say, "Oh, I want to be authentically African," what does that mean?
It means being who you would have been if they didn't have Western influences in your life. Basically, what are we going to look like if they are not like influencing our culture so much, our beliefs so much? Why is it everything that we do that is devilish or that is bad? Let me give you, for instance, it's not a crime to be wearing seashells as your jewelries or the cowries because that's what people would kind of like knew our forefathers or ancestors. It didn't. It doesn't always have to be like evil being African, dressing like an African person. You get me? So first, you're not spilling another man's blood. You're not wishing death upon another person. I do not think you're committing a crime in whatever culture you're from. So for me, it's more like um, you want to wear gold necklaces, for example. You want to wear diamonds. You want to wear these chains and all. I want to wear seashells. I'm a riverine boy. I feel like it kind of like shows my identity more. You know,
Are you
yeah,
saying that? Are you just saying that because you've not blown to the extent that you start to wear gold chains?
I have gold. I dey buy gold, but na investment. Maybe to wear.
Oh, oh, fair,
It's
fair,
not.
fair, fair,
It's
fair.
not to. It's not to. The more I get richer, the less flashy you will ever see me. I mean, I want kidnap. You, you get me? So, like, I'm not. It's more of like I don't get it why people have to like make a point about being rich. If it's your branding, by all means, go with it, right? But personally, I am not the person that tries to prove any point to anybody about how much you have, how much you're making, or whatever, whatever. If you want to know if I'm rich, look at if I'm taking care of my family or my partner, you know, maybe my future kids or something like that. You can't be bothering about which necklace I'm
Okay,
wearing.
but does part of this come from your whole like Rastafarian vibe? Because I remember when you first started, people didn't even know that you were Nigerian. People thought that you were like Jamaican or
Yeah,
something. Is that all part of the whole Rasta culture,
I'm
or
not a Rastafarian. I'm not
belong to the
a
earth?
Rastafarian. I'm not a Rastafarian.
Oh,
I
okay.
just have my dreadlocks locked. I'm not a Rastafarian. I do like their culture. You know, I've adapted to some things when it comes to their sound. Yeah, but I'm not a Rastafarian. It's more of like I love the simple things of life. Now, we never make money. Now it is the money go make you happy. Whoever has made money and maybe even lost it before and made it back will understand that money is just an access. It's not the true form of happiness. So therefore, I will
Let's
not.
let's talk
Huh?
let's talk a little bit about money. Did you grow up with money?
Yes, I did, and that's why money cannot move
Nepo
me.
baby.
I grew up with money, lots of it. I'm what they call. I come from. I was what they call a nepo kid when I was young.
But you said in an interview, I remember you said in an interview just before Earth Song was leaked and blew up that you were just lying down looking up
Then
at God.
I became an
So,
adult at
oh,
that point. Now, what do you expect? And you ask if I grew
oh, you
up.
lost the Nepo baby money.
No, no, I just own the money. I'm not my dad. I am not my dad.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
but if you're asking me as a kid, I had anything I wanted. Lived in the mansion as like I had like the life of a nepo kid. I had a driver taking me to primary school, secondary school, and all that. Like my dad did well for himself. But that's not my money. You know, whatever the case may be, whether he has it now or not, it's not my money, it's not my business. You have to look for yours. He's done his part, he's trained you through school. Now you have to go and live your own life.
Yeah, speaking about school, you studied marketing.
Yeah.
Did you ever think you'd go into music? Like
Yes.
marketing, music. Okay. So
Yes.
while you were studying marketing in school, you were like, dropping bars with your friends already. You already, bobbing your head to some beats already. I
Yeah.
mean, how did the music thing even start?
I wrote my first song in like 2005 or 2006 when I was in GS2. Also, I can't really remember, but yeah, around there. When someone in my school died, his name is Precious Okolobo. God rest his soul. He was the only child to his mom, and we were family friends. He died in school. Was a sickler or something like that. He died in school out of negligence. He was sick. They didn't let him go back home, and he slept and he died in his sleep. And that was the first time I ever wrote a song. Before then, I just enjoyed listening to music. I was a fan of Bone Dogs at the time so much, and they had a song called Crossroad. I didn't know why as a young child I loved dark music like that, but they resonated with me anyways. So when Precious Okolobo died, I was pushed to write as a tribute song for him, which I did. And after that, I kept on writing songs in secret in a book, and I would leave them in my locker in class because I was in the boarding house. My school had like funny bullies that could bully you out of your own talent, so I didn't want anyone to know I had the talent of like writing music. Then when I was done with secondary school, that same year, I think 2011, yeah, 2011, I went to the studio and recorded my first song on this guy's Peter Cross. Is it Dice Pineapple? I remember Dice Pineapple here featuring is it Wale and Drake. I made my first song there. I just was so excited. And that was how my journey of music started. That's where it started from. Then I think from there I stayed some few years back at home, then gained admission to Ghana. Then I went to Ghana, and Ghana has a lot of the Rastafarian culture. I think that was a place I really like encountered Rastafarian culture because they have a lot in Ghana. Yeah, they really influenced my music. Their high life too influenced my music. And from there, we just carry on the go. So, but when I was going to school, I knew one thing for sure. I wanted to do marketing. And the reason I wanted to do marketing is because I was going to go into music business. I've always known that I was going to go into this business and everything. So I was intentional about studying marketing.
Okay.
How does your marketing degree play into the way you market your own music? Is that why you picked this niche as a brand? I know you said your brand can also be your identity, but do those two things come into play?
I would say I'm a wise person. Number one, the way I have
And
moved
humble.
my the way I have moved my career is by being realistic about everything and moving it like one step at a time. One step at a time. I just looked at what I had to offer, what I have to offer, which personally, on a grand scale, I know it's a global domination thing. But before you can get global, you need to find a niche and hold down. And that is what I have done first. So from here on, it's going into like global domination. Getting to that place whereby people will not even believe that how did he get here? But you've created a fan base and all for yourself. So everything was just pre-planned for me. When it comes to like marketing, I just used, like I said before, everything I have around me to my advantage. Yes, you do.
It's very interesting that you talk about like global domination. I remember in an interview you had said that um, the Afrobeat sect is very tribalistic, and it's really because a lot of what we think is Afrobeat is more Yoruba leaning music, and that's also the kind of music that's been like accepted by the world. So, what's the plan for global domination in a world that has already accepted a certain kind of music for Afrobeats?
Yes, I boldly say that the music industry is tribalistic by nature, and I'll say it again any day, anytime. Now, one of the reasons why I say that is because it's just the truth, but it's also knowing that if we, let me say, for example, if the strength of the industry was in Port Harcourt, we probably will be doing the same. Everybody gatekeeps. You get me? So me saying it doesn't mean like, oh, I'm crying about it now. It's me looking at the situation and finding ways around it, which I have successfully done so far. There's one thing is I know for sure is that I am known in the south, in the east, in the west, the north, Ghana, Kenya, UK, US, Germany, Brazil. I'm known in all these parts, and it's not fluke. It's not a fluke. I have performed in Saudi Arabia before in December. You get me? Like, so I'm not crying about the fact that it is tribalistic. It's me just opening people's eyes to say it is not good enough that you're talented. You have to be strategic about your talent. And the way that you can be strategic about your talent, at least someone like me, is to, if you're going to work, you will go house, go bring your people. We ready to fight for the same cause that you're fighting for and go to that war. And that's basically what I have done throughout my career. I can say that a good number of people in Port Harcourt know who I am. Like a lot of people know who I am in Port Harcourt. A lot of people in the south know who I am. The southeast, Niger Delta, they know who I am. Lagos, you know, I've expanded my territory ever since I blew up bit by bit, bit by bit. Every single year I've been able to like I'll do myself up till this point. Collaborate with people from other sides. As you can see what I did this year with my brother Joe Boy, a joint EP. And we were able to bring out what I would personally say is one of the best songs of 2026 so far in 100 meters and all. These are all strategic moves. They are not emotional moves. There are lots of artists that are my friends that I've never made music with, not dropped music with, because I don't feel like it's time to make those strategic moves. So yeah, the industry is definitely tribalistic. It favors how would I put it? Let me just put it this way. For example, imagine if I was Yoruba and I sang Earth song, it would have been bigger than what it is today.
You think so?
Do you still think about those things or you know it? You know it because majority of the industry is covered by the Yoruba people, right? We're talking about the movie industry. We're talking about the music industry. The executives, name it. They're all Yoruba inclined, and why it's going to be bigger is because they will feel more drawn to it, closer to it. they will understand it better. They will love it so much that they will talk about it a whole lot more. We as Port Harcourt people or Southern people, we are not really on the internet like that, right? We are not like internet people. That is the truth. You can see it in little situations like people like Ajabo Oslas that are basically legends already at this point. They can post a
Mm.
video and you will probably see 80 something comments or 100 comments in the comment section. Then you see like uh, Yoruba artist, or maybe a new artist, or just an artist that is doing well for himself. He will post a picture. Remember, I said video and picture. That picture will be doing like 1,000 comments. Now that's because these people they have already created this ecosystem for themselves, whereby that is already working for themselves. They support their own. They are with their own any day, anytime. They have data. They have everything. Like they'll push anything. Look at the top entertainers, the top 20 entertainers from Nigeria currently. We're talking about streamers, musicians, actors, actresses. Look at them. They are either almost all Yoruba or they have Yoruba influences. Like you can, like think about it. It's either they grew up in Lagos or they grew up in Ogun State or they can speak Yoruba.
But is that a conversation of the music industry being tribalist or music listeners supporting their
It
own?
is
Because
everything. It is
every
not. It is everything. You have to be realistic. See, saying something is tribalistic in this nature does not really mean a bad thing. It means that they got their back. In my opinion, it means they
exactly.
got their back. I'm not saying from the place of like, God forbid, they know they help. Don't help me, self. Then you can't touch now. You help me tomorrow. Yeah, hey, don't. I'll get to where I want to get to by the grace of God, how I want to. What I'm trying to say is that they got their back. Unlike where I'm from, they don't really got your back. They don't really send you like that. You get me? So, and only a few people send you. The one that got your back, got your back. But like I'm telling you that over there, they got you. Like they genuinely got you. I'm telling you that their OGs got the young G's. And it's not a bad thing. That is why they've been able to dominate the whole country till date. Look at Afrobeat to the world. It's Yoruba to the world that went on, not Afrobeat. Bro, Ashake will hardly use English. He still go dominate you whether you like him or not. You think his what? Do you really want to sit here and believe that he's the best singer in the world or in Nigeria? No, he's not. Like there are definitely people that are making more better music, but you don't get it. Like music is not just your talent. Your talent is probably 10%. Your team is there. The environment you're from is there. The tribe you're from is there. Like the finances you have is there. The label around you is there. The machine around you is there. Your talent is nothing. I don't like talented people. I will say it to any day, anytime. Talented people are arrogant and they are rude. People that work,
Mm.
they're the best people to have around you. So I don't believe in talent. I believe in people that are ready to work, smart people, are ready to make the right moves. You feel me?
That's fair. That so I see a lot of people like doing thumbs up and agreeing. Let us know in the comment section, your thoughts on this as well, so that we can pass it on to Chan. But it's interesting you mentioned that for the Yoruba tribe, the oldies have the young ones, and I know that you've mentioned before that a lot of these legends don't do the work they're supposed to in terms of supporting upcoming acts,
Mm.
right? But I mean, you got a chance to share your song with Don Jazzy. You have a couple of features with some of these legends, at least Boma as well. So how does that statement juxtapose your actual reality?
Come again, come again. Sorry, I didn't get the question right.
You don't talk say all these for the Yoruba side they support the young ones. On your own side, you dey try talk say nobody dey support you, but you don't get support from at least some kind artists before. Like some people don't feature you before, some kind oldies don't feature you before. So what's the
Who be the
what's the
OGs that don't
correlation
feature me
between that
before?
statement and you? Or now you feature them now. At least you featured Boma, and Boma is a legend.
Bomanime. Bomanime,
Yes.
I'm an artist. I signed them. Yes.
Really?
They are signed to me. I
So
created Bomanime.
so
Bomanime is my initiative.
so nobody has given you a helping hand in this industry. Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna use a call. I called the person that has featured me.
So now me, I want to ask you now, are you trying to say that nobody has
Listen,
given you the
help is
helping hand
not
that you need in
generally
this
just about
industry?
features and all. I have the senior men that encourage me, talk to me, don't come in here. I can go on and on and on that we speak and all that. It's not always about features and all. But you know what I mean by we can do more. We can do more. I don't want to come and start talking about things that is going to sound controversial, but I personally believe we can do more.
Talk 'em.
Like I'm not ready to fear anybody. I feel talk am if I feel like I can like I don't I don't really stand anybody like that. I mean, you should anybody that knows me should know that one by now. I don't really stand anybody. My own is we can do more, and that's why I like people like Dandizi. You know, you don't run away from your people. Try as much as possible. You can't help everybody. You. They will still call you a bad person at the end of the day. But personally, I think there are some artists that have done a certain level on their own, and you know that maybe my cosign, my post, and my even if it's an interview, maybe abroad, I can name drop these artists that are doing well for themselves, and even if the interview does not go far, those artists can pick those clips themselves and farm those clips, to help themselves. We can do it. But all I'm saying, that me myself, I've gotten to where I am by myself, my team, and by God. There are people that thought, nah, fluke. That Ed song, nah, fluke. You know, go do another one. Yes. There are people that told me, no, they sing for your language again, you know, go anywhere. Yes. So they can do better. You know, they can do better. No, try ask me question.
Nope, no put me
Why you
inside,
don't put
though.
inside? You
No
don't put
put
me
me
inside. You don't
inside,
put
do
yourself
that.
inside.
Talk your own like that.
You know, all of us
talk
here, we
your own.
know.
Talk your own
All
as
of us here
talk
know
your
the
own.
truth. Everybody here know the truth. Say we can do better. Down to the promoters, down to the showbiz people, down to the businessmen, the billionaires, the like of this side and everything. Everybody can do better. We know it. Let's not act like we don't know. And how many shows does our A-list artists do in Port Harcourt yearly? How many people have given out verses to the ones who they try? Okay, how many people don't post the ones who they try once for that story? Some people's story they like a showroom, nothing they there, just blank. Then na for aesthetics. So are they really helping? Like they can do more. I'm just saying. Listen, what me have done, when it comes to Port Harcourt, I don't have half the funds a lot of people have, half the fame they have. And when I see the impact of what I do, I'm like, this should not mean anything to most people. Oh. That's how I see it. Like the free show I did in last year, December. If I can do that thing, my day, I'm telling you that the rest that are bigger than me can do that thing without even thinking self. If you just sleep, wake up, do it. So
Well, sucks to be those people that thought that Ed song wouldn't blow up or was not a good song, because I discovered you with Ed song. I was, chilling with a friend of mine, and she's like, "Have you listened to this music?" And then she played it, and I'm like, "Oh my god, play this song again!" And then she played it again. I'm like, "Who did it?" And she's like, "Wizard Chan." I'm like, "I've never heard of this person. Who is this person?" And then what was more interesting was the fact that you were a Port Harcourt person, and immediately I had to like get hooked. I intentionally started going to your profile, listening to your music on Spotify, and then I knew that there was something different about you firstly the infusion of your language. I'm like, oh, the cultural value is 100. And so I've been thinking, so what is the difference between Afro Teme and other Afro inspired music or sounds?
The difference for me is in the emotions, the raw emotions that the way the Port Harcourt people, the Rivers people, we sing, or let me even break it down to, let me say, the Riverine people, the Okrika people, whatever the case may be, but generally, like the people of the South, the way our music feels. For me, each time I listen to like Yoruba songs, they are mostly the Fujis, the Juju music. They are more of a good time type music. They make me feel like, oh, we're about to have a good time. Something in that regard. I don't know how to explain it. But when I listen to maybe Opobo people, or Calabari, Bayelsa, Query, when I listen to these people sing their songs, it feels so spiritual, so uplifting. I don't know how to explain it, but it's more of a feeling. I feel like if you know what I'm saying, when you hear Hausa people sing, or you hear Igbo people sing, or you hear the Yoruba people sing, the Southerners sing, the Middle Belt, we all have something attached to our singing. It's like the way our brothers, the South Africans, they sing. Those people, they sing like slavery is their portion or something. Like they sing like they are dying of or something of slavery, you know. And I don't know, something about them, the way they sing. You know what I mean by when you listen to South Africans, and that's why I like. I don't know. I can't explain it. Just take your time. Go listen to Ikwere music, the local ones, the Okrika, Kalabari, Pubo, Andoni, whatever the case may be. Listen to them. Go listen to Yoruba music, and you will see the difference in them. And I feel like that's why Yoruba people are like very, very Jaye people in general. They are very good at Jaye, Oambe, and all that.
Okay, so can you break down the elements that define Afro Teme sonically and culturally?
Number one, it has to make sense. The music has to make sense. It can't be a meaningless music. That is the most important thing for me. Number two, it has to be unapologetic and real. It has to come from a real place. Fusions of high life needs to be there. Spiritual sounds need to be there. And some of the instruments that can give you spiritual sounds are airy instruments like the flutes, the violin. Me, in my own case, I love to use the horns. I'm very big on the horns. Yeah, those are some of them I can mention. Off the top of my head.
Okay, so is the Afro Teme sound a movement, or a personal expression, for you? Is it more than a sound? Is it a movement or something just, personal for you?
Personally, I'm just doing my thing. If it becomes a movement, it will be about if the people think we are doing something great and they would push it to become a movement. For me, I'm doing my thing. I'm doing something I identify with. Creating a legacy for myself, to live forever. That is all I'm doing. I'm not trying to force this whole movement, and the people will move it. They all need to create, which I have done my part, or I am doing my part.
Okay, really cool. I mean, it's really better that it flows naturally, and if other people tap in from there, just like they'll say, it's Fela that started Afrobeat, and every other person is tapping in. Good. If people decide to like make it a movement, amazing. But for now, you are just expressing yourself, your feelings through your music, and that's in my thinking how it's supposed to be. So when people listen to your sound, is there a particular thing you want them to get? What do you want them to feel? How do you want them to like connect with your sound, your music?
Each time I make my music, I want people to fear God when they listen to my music.
People should love God, not fear God.
No, fear God.
You can't love
Because
what you fear.
leave that in first. How could they talk truth? Now, why people they do nonsense for the house of the Lord, but they don't do nonsense for Amadi or house? Fear God. You understand what I mean by fear God, anyways. You don't have no meaning
I
like
don't
fear.
understand. I
I
don't
gotta leave
understand.
out. I gotta leave out that. When people listen to my music, I want you to like have an understanding of who you are as a person. I want you to try to have more meaning to your life. If I make a song and you cannot grab at least one or two lines that can be like life lessons for you, I feel like I failed in that song. I should be able to uplift you spiritually or morale wise, mentally, whatever the case may be. I feel like my music has to do one of those things. My music too, I also make it in a way that it should also console you. I really like to make music that consoles people. So yeah.
just like just like your song Forever, it consoles me till tomorrow. I listen to that song, it kills me, it resurrects me, it finish operates me. I love your verse in that song.
Yeah.
Honestly, I just wanted to tell you that, for real. So
I see how
where do
you
you see?
always
Okay,
post it. I was surprised that
yes,
it's your favorite on the project.
I feel like it's a reflective song, and then I
Yeah.
relate to it so much. I don't know how,
Yeah.
but I relate to it so much from Joe Boy's verse. Talking about how maybe he didn't have anything. Remember rainy days. Now his sun
Yeah.
is shining. It just gives me this. Don't worry. One day you go blow. One day
Yeah.
everything go do alright for you, and
Yeah.
that's just it for me. And then your verse goes to say, what is my street credibility? You
Yeah.
can kill a beat with a word of wisdom. No blood, never spilling it. No, let me not even start. Let's go back. Let's go back to the main reason for this thing right now. All right. So, where do you see the Afro Teme sound going in future? Do you see it evolving, or you just want it to be with you, just around you? Do you see it rooted just around you, or you actually see it evolving over time?
it will the way I see it, what I know is going to happen with the sound is maybe not now, maybe 20 years to come, maybe 30, maybe when we are gone, but someone is going to pick up the sound and reinvent it to something better. I have started something. With the start, I'm not even really enjoy them. Yes. With the start, I'm now. I know some people can boldly come and be doing gyration with their full chest because we are trying don't take bullets. uh Now, me now, I'm the one that used to do bad thing. People will enjoy it, and that's one thing about going first. Is the people behind you that would enjoy it. So I know for sure that someone would, come up, redefine the sound. But the mistake anybody will make is try to sing like me because you will just live in my shadows. So I think someone is going to come out, pick up the sound, polish it up, make one or two adjustments. It's like let me say the invention of telephone. The first one that they created, everyone thought it was so nice. Oh, now I can call somebody from a little distance. Someone came, polished it up until now we're having iPhone 17 Pro Max and all that. So we've created this thing now. It is just at its rawest form. If you think it is bad, wait to see what will happen when you're an ancestor and people will be singing Afro Teme. You get my point? It's going to be like crazy. It's like, that's just the facts. But for me personally, within this year to next year, Afro Teme is about to go to all the biggest stages globally, big, big festivals. So we're taking it to a whole new level and it will be like fame to everybody. Yeah.
Have I mentioned that I love your stage performances? The fact that you come on stage with the masquerades. Like my friend was telling me yesterday that who are those old women he's always carrying on stage. I'm like, that is his vibration. That is his style of music. It's nothing diabolical. It's nothing so deep. I don't know how he sees it, but he's just always wondering like, who are those ladies, those old women? That was how he called it,
Yeah.
old women on stage. But I'm like, that is your style of music, and you're not the regular artist in my thinking. You
Yeah.
get, and then those people, help you with your sound. That they do the backup and maybe the miming and everything they do on stage with you. And I feel like your stage performances are like so amazing, so original, so deep. With the whole masquerade and everything you do. So I just wanted to like point that out, and I want to know, what is your creative process like? And then I remember you recently on a TikTok live, you told this guy, was it MC, I can't remember his name, but
I'm so
you said
library.
you quit smoking. Yeah, you quit smoking for like 3 years now. You don't drink alcohol, and I'm like, I thought artists, usually get inspired, or their creative process usually involves them, smoking to get inspirations and all of that stuff. So I really, really want to know how your creative process, how it's like, you know, or we really want to know.
Okay. First and foremost, I do not think smoking gives any inspiration. I just think it's a lie. Been there, done that. Personally, been there, done that. And I think it's just a matter of that's your life choice. That's what you want to do. You want to smoke, you want to feel high rate and all that. But it's not. I don't think if you don't sabi sing, you don't sabi sing. You don't get talent, you don't get talent. If you like smoke and drink from now to tomorrow, nothing will come out. What it just does is probably just enhance what is already there. So it doesn't mean because if you cannot sing, you go and smoke one igbo, you knock one sing on better things. I just think it's a lie from the pit of hell. Nothing inspires you more than suffering. If you just suffer, no worry. You don't need igbo, just enter studio and cry. You will say your mind. For me, the way my creative process goes is number one rule is whatever is worth doing is worth doing well. So if I choose to say I am native doctor, I'm a big masquerade, we are going to make sure that's what the world sees. The world is not going to hear me say big masquerade, native doctor, and they'll come and see Chris Brown. It's not possible. Then I have failed. You know, music for me is a full-time job. It's like acting. Part one, part two, season one, season two, just like that. People who have a problem with an artist going hard on their brand, but they love how Patience Ozoko has made them love her role so much. Or they love how Sabinus is always wearing blue, but they have a problem with Zachan wearing black. They love Jota wearing green, but I have a problem with Zachan wearing black. But if you think about it, we are all just working. We are doing our jobs. The difference is comedy, you can take a break and sometimes look normal, but with artists, the way they look at us, you just always have to be on branding. And that's why I believe that as an artist, your branding should be closer to your personality, your real personality, so that even when you're caught unaware, you're still on point. You get. So for me, my creative process is anything I want to do, I have to do it to the end of the world. You know, even with creating the idea of Bomanime, bringing these women together that are Tekewari women to write their own songs, have their own aesthetics and everything was all planned. The live band that I have, the town criers, everything. We're still going to expand. The masquerade and everything is also, being in tune with the culture. One thing I know is that the outside world, they love our culture so much. So if you can bring it to them in a very well packaged manner, you definitely will sell. That's one of the things that makes me so confident about my career is how will I put it? It's my branding. I know that it cannot fail me. If I package it well and take it out, I definitely will win. So yeah, I'm just always very cautious of my um performances, my outlook, try to look the part as much as possible. Um try to make sure that with each performance you're making a statement. You know, Bole Festival was the first place I brought out the masquerade on stage. And because I felt like that was the biggest stage we have in the south, and I said, okay, I was going to bring it out, on Belle Festival. But you all wait before to come to my personal show. Not the one I did in December, but that's not my personal show. That's like for the streets. I'm saying my own personal show, the ones that we create and all. Then you're going to see me on a hyper with a channel level, creative wise and everything.
I want to ask here, Wizard. You've been talking a lot about artists kind of staying as close to their identity as possible in their branding so that they're never caught on fresh, so to speak. But what if for upcoming artists, what if their identity is bland?
Was it their identity is what?
How are they going to be able to blend those two things?
Sorry, I didn't hear. What is the identity is what?
What if your identity is boring? What if your identity is bland? How are you going
And use
to?
boring to your advantage now. What do you mean? Do you know how many boring people that we have? You boring. Have you not seen people that their branding is like they'll make their branding from a perspective of a geek boy or a geek girl, and they still have like crazy fans. Or like you see, not identity is identity. The fact that you've even tagged it boring means like there's an identity there. What you have to do is that how can I make this boring thing either annoying or interesting for people to be talking about? It's just a matter of how creative can you be with what you are, who you are. Can anyone hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Really, 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 really cool. Just like you said, when you use it to your advantage, just like the Billie Eilish with the sad songs and all of that, and then she has
Yeah,
crazy, crazy fan base like
yeah,
this that are ready to listen to whatever it is she drops. So it's basically just
yeah. Like
use your
I
boring.
don't even know the ones to call. There's some artists. First, because there's some artists that like have this I'm a country girl type vibe. That they wear their country gowns. Like it's just branding. Like some of them is their lifestyle. They just make it interesting for. Okay, let me use another person. Ed Sheeran. When you look at Ed Sheeran, you know that's his lifestyle. But for some reason, people just like it. There's nothing. I'm not sure Ed Sheeran changes from who he is. You don't have to be gangster. You don't have to be the baddie or the hottest guy. Like you can just be yourself, but find a way to make it interesting. Simple.
Yeah. That being said, can I ask, growing up in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, what experiences shaped you as an artist, your sound? How did your environment shape your music, your sound, and every message you try to put out through your song?
Mm, I would say, how am I even going to explain it? Port Harcourt is like Nigeria, in my opinion, like everything there. That's why you hear some people say Port Harcourt sweet past Nigeria, but Port Harcourt is Nigeria. With Port Harcourt, you kind of like see everything, and from the place, the area that I grew up, in town. I grew up in town, Berkeley to be precise, and it kind of like just growing up as a kid that parents could provide for, but living around kids that parents could not really provide for. Watching your dad provide for most of those kids and everything, and allowing you to be friends with them. Those most of my friends I grew up with are actually like ghetto kids and stuff like that. Kind of like just shaped the person that I am today. And I saw life from their own perspective. So each time I wanted to write something, I had the perspective of two type of persons. One is the kid that had everything. Two is the kid that didn't have anything. So like it just kind of like I kind of like saw the both sides of the world without actively living them.
Okay, that makes sense because I always used to like think, or I have this idea in my head that, you know, artists or musicians, they always talk about in their music their experiences, their environment, what is happening around them, you know, Good Girl LA, I know Be Good Girl Again. That there's this line about, moving to Lagos when she was 24 in search of money. When I listen to that lyrics, I'm like, oh, okay. I feel like this girl is just telling her personal story, and so from what you've just said right now, I think it is absolutely amazing that you are able to like, talk about experiences, things you've gone through or you've witnessed, firsthand, you've seen, happen around you, and you're able to express it and talk about it in your music. For me, I think it makes the music sound or feel original because they are actually actual experiences. What you are saying in your music are actually, actual experiences and things that has really or actually happened around you. So what's next for Wizard Chan? I mean, Agaba Romantic has dropped, and I think Demigod with lyrics, and Oku with Aguero Banks, and Otomoto Black, those features. I saw you drop the snippet for Obiakpo, and then recently changed your DP to something with a score head. So I'm wondering, I was reading the comments. Somebody said, make we run. People are asking, waiting they happen. And then the title of the snippet you dropped is Obiakpo, your opinion, I guess, something like that. So I'm wondering, what is that about? What should we expect from you? You want to explain or show or throw more lights on, the sudden change of DP to the skull head and all of that?
I mean, Agaba was romantic. Now Agaba is no more romantic. It's as simple as that. What is next for me? You guys are going to have a lot of features coming from me. I gave out a lot of verses this year. I can't call the names because it's surprise for them for the albums and projects, but yeah, there are a lot of like features coming out this year. So I'm really waiting for those ones to come out. Um, Definitely expect new music from me. Not now though, but new music. Expect another project from me. A personal project. Expect me featuring a lot of people that you will never expect that I'll work with. Yes, expect that. Expect songs like that. Um, for Skullhead is my masquerade, is my personal masquerade. That is the picture you're seeing there. That is his face, and we're about to unveil him officially this year. So yeah, that's one. And secondly, the next phase of what I'm going into is most likely going to be my militant phase, which is where the song "Point of View" aka Obiakpo is from. The
A
militant.
boy.
Yeah. you know, unapologetically Port Harcourt rhythm, you know, coming out with that, Akbar is constant type rhythm and all. Yeah, so we're going to a new phase. We've done Agaba Romantic. The side of me, everybody was wondering if was ever there. The love side, I've shown you people. uh Let us phase pass. Nobody should ask me about love again. That's not what we came to do here. Now we are going to the version that we came to do here, which is militancy and akpo that we're taking to the world. So we're in a new era, basically. A new
So
era
you
is
said
upon us.
so you said you're unveiling your own personal masquerade. That is this masquerade go they follow you, they waka everywhere where you they go, your live
Yes.
performances and all of that.
Yes,
Wow.
I no get time for bodyguard. If you see my masquerade, go the market.
Yeah, whoa. Well, that's crazy and amazing because I don't think anyone has ever done that. Like I'm trying to think of an artist that has or can say, "Oh, okay, I've been able to do this, or I have done this," and nobody has done that. I think that is amazing. I mean, you're setting the how will I call it now the bar. You're raising it high for people that look up to you or fans. You're even giving them more things to talk about. And then, if fans can see these things, of course, they'll talk about you without even you trying so hard. They'll be like, you know that guy really work out on masquerade. And it's going viral. Everybody's wondering, okay, what is he up to? Why does he always walk around with this, masquerade and all of that stuff? I look forward to the unveiling of your masquerade. Does it have a name?
Yes,
Or
call
does
head.
she have a name? Just call head.
Yeah.
Wow. Really cool. Score head. Okay. Okay. So Valerie, do you have more questions for Wizard? Or we can, get to the audience and see who has any questions to, ask him and all of that. Valerie, I think she's a listener. Okay, and I see people raising their hands up for questions. So I co-host. What do you think? Should we start taking questions now? Okay, and I think the DJ was just made a speaker. So DJ, please shoot your question for Wizard. I'm sure he's eager to give you an answer.
Good evening, everyone. I don't actually have a question for him. I just wanted to let him know that I tap into his sound, and I'm actually a voiceover artist. So, a few of my work on my page. I just wanted to let him know that I would love to collaborate with him. Probably he'll just give me like a script on any of his beats to just like voice it on any of that.
All right,
So that
my brother, I am on your page. I
yeah.
will,
So
f- I will follow you and let's see what you do.
thank you. I really appreciate it. So that's just a few things I just wanted to say.
All right, thank you, my brother.
Thank you.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, Precious. Good evening.
You can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can. You can go on with your question.
Okay. So he said the masquerade he wants to unveil is called Skull. And Skull sounds like the viral name for everybody. And since you're trying to push Afro Teme, right? What if you give it like a name related to your language? That's like the part you're trying to push out. Because skull is like everywhere. So what differentiates your skull from every other person's skull?
I want people to be afraid. If I put in my language and they will not understand. I want.
Makes it different.
What do you say, Precious?
I said that makes it different now. Skull,
Yeah,
I'm not scared of skull.
let's get us go. Wait until he comes close to you. Can you come? Can you come and visit you this week? This is the location.
I mean,
But yeah,
but that was just
I totally get you. Like, get you. Probably I'll give him a nickname. Well, yeah, I'll think about it. Yeah, but you can drop location. Let me send him the address to come say
There's
hi.
no there's no problem.
Precious, no fear, no fear.
Tell it to bring meat when it's coming.
Yeah, I mean, you're one now. He has a machete already.
I think that's that though.
All right.
Right, that's dope. In a way, you've been made a speaker. Do you have something to say to Wizard?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Um, I'm actually an artist too, and I listen to his channel a lot because I'm from Biosa, maybe to be precise, and his dialect sounds almost similar to mine. So whenever I listen to him, Wizard, I'm talking to you now. Whenever I listen to you, your music inspires me. It makes me like I relate to it in a way no other person's music does because it seems like I've found somebody who represents where I'm actually from. The first time I heard Obiso Iboyomu, I I remembered when I was growing up with my grandmother and her sister, and my grandmother's sister was singing like in the night when her sister died and she was crying. So those things brought back memories and it inspired me to write my own songs too. So I just want to say I really appreciate your music and you inspire me to make my own music too. Thank you.
Thank you, man. No, it means a lot. I'm happy that more people from our region are like going to or are already coming out, boldly, unapologetically, the way they are using sounds that our grandparents, great grandparents used to sing to us or we used to remember of them. And all I can do is to encourage you to keep being original. Apologize for being a Bayelsa boy, Nembe boy. If you ever feel like you want to do a song way from beginning to end, you go speak your language, speak it. Who know if you understand and make them go ask ChatGPT, they'll be fine. Just keep going, my brother.
Thank you, man.
Thank you guys so much, man. Like, it's always so inspiring to hear from the fans of artists what their music means to each of these people. So a big shout out to you in a way, and a big shout out to everybody who joined the
Thank
space
you.
today, who took the time out to listen to Wizard, to drop in some questions. There's still some questions in our comment section, so feel free to have a conversation there, interact with each other, tag Wizard too, so that he can also answer some of those questions and reach out to some of you. Wizard, before we let you go, it's been an amazing space. I'd like to ask if you have any words of wisdom, anything you want to drop before you leave the space for whether upcoming artists or for your fans.
I'm the youngest person to ask for a word of wisdom. If I,
Give
my,
us word of strategy. You say you get strategy. Give us word of strategy.
it's my word I can give you there is no assurance that if you take your life serious, you will make it. So give up
Too
today.
real. Too real.
Good evening.
I've encouraged you. Give up today. Space there for people who will make up. I don't have anything to say to people. I don't like encouraging people. Encourage yourself. Maybe when you get hungry, I want to kill you, you will know what to do. I can encourage you. Encourage yourself. Be good. Um, Try to be a responsible person, a morally upright person as much as you can. You know, and
Okay, sharp.
yeah.
Okay, sharp. Shout out to you. Oh, we have one more person who's become a speaker. Abie God's will. God's will. Can you drop your question real quick or whatever it is you want to say
Okay,
to
good
Sean?
evening. Good evening, everyone.
Evening, evening.
I want to just quickly appreciate Chan, the messenger, for his sound, and literally I enjoy his music and all of that. Big ups to you. And I also want to use this medium to I would love to. I don't know. I'm just using this opportunity to there's an app I'm building for artists. So I wanted to hear his I wanted to get more insights from him and all of that. So basically, it's unlike the regular app we use in streaming songs and all of that. You know, so I thought about something, and basically the app is for streaming music, just like your regular apps we use in streaming music. But what makes mine different is that we get to reward fans. Fans get to listen music and get rewarded. Imagining your fans, me, your fans as well. We all listening to your sound, listening to your song on our platform and getting rewarded. We just don't listen to music, pay subscription and all of that. You get one way or the other, the fans getting reward and all of that. You get merch signed by your favorite artist, or from just listening to music, you earn points and you convert those points for airtime credits. I know in Africa and Nigeria, most especially, we face high data cost and all of that. So we need data to access music as well. So it's a win-win for the artists. The artists get more streaming, more visibility, because I believe that's what most artists are looking out for, expanding their music and getting more visibility and all of that. And for the fact that your fans are also getting rewarded, I believe it's a win-win for everybody. Everybody will definitely want to be around where, you know, at least we're getting something. So that's basically what I'm working on, and I'm almost done with it. So I'm literally glad I'm on the space. So I wanted to just air it to him and hear what he has to say about it.
I think I saw an email from you. My manager
Okay.
is somewhere here, and I will tell her to just follow up on that
Oh,
email.
all right. Thank you very much. I would want to just what do you think about it? What do you think about it?
The idea in general is perfect. That's number one. But it's not just about how perfect it sounds. These things they take time to and patience for them to become realistic. Because now you're talking about sharing revenue with both fans and artists.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. There's a whole lot of um
I
things
structures that has to be
that
put
needs to
in
be
place.
checked.
Yeah, I get you.
So like I don't know. I've never built an app. I don't know how they make money
You
from
know,
us.
you
How we
you
get our
you
shared ball. So
yeah,
that's not for me
that's
to see. But yeah, I just keep looking into it. But I think
definitely.
it's achievable. It's to the benefit of the artist because many more people will be streaming your song because they will earn from it.
Yes, yeah. It's quite. It's Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't know. I've literally from what you said. Yes, I've putting down every. I've crossed my eyes and I've dot my T's. And from what you said, I'm still going to, work on it. I'll be Port Harcourt boy, born and raised. So I wanted to, just definitely bring out something out of here, and I would be honored, if I can, when I get this the response from your management team, so I can share more about it with you guys and see where we can go
Yeah,
from
I'll
there.
make sure she responds to you and
All right, thank you very
we'll
much.
set
I
up a
really
date.
appreciate that. I
All right.
really appreciate it. Thank you very much, bro.
Okay, okay, okay. Some of you have pitched your ideas. Some of you have told Chan that you love him. Don't forget that the host for this space is Music Untamed. Show some love as well. Follow. If this conversation impacted you, make sure to retweet and share with some of your friends. It's been an amazing conversation. Thank you so much, Chan, for your authenticity, for the music that you put out. If this space has taught me anything, it is that there's an importance to being true to oneself and then letting the rest of the world catch up to that. So a big shout out to you, a big shout out to your team. I know your manager is also a woman. Shout out to her. And you guys, please make sure that you keep in touch with everybody on the space, get to know one another, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye, guys. Thanks for
Good.
having me.
Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for jumping in. Thank you, Wizard Chan. Thank you, the Big V. Thank you, Mitch, for co-hosting. Until next time, it's Music Untamed, your favorite music blog, your favorite music marketing agency. Until next time, take care.